is a tsunami that will consume everything and usher in a devastating utopia. There's another psychological principle that you've got to understand if you want to identify how the US-China conflict is going to impact the development of AI. You have to look at it through the lens of game theory and something called the prisoner's dilemma. That snaps this moment into focus real fast. If you don't know it, the prisoner's dilemma is a scenario where two individuals face a choice: cooperate or betray each other. If one betrays while the other cooperates, the betrayer gains more and the cooperator loses badly. But if they both betray, they both lose, just not as much. The paradox is that even though mutual cooperation is best, rational self-interest often leads both sides to defect. Here's how it looks when you apply it to the US versus China as it relates to AI. Cooperation would be a global agreement is struck to slow or pause AI development. Defection would mean secretly or openly continuing aggressive development for strategic gain despite the global agreement. If China defects while the US cooperates, China gains technological, economic, and military supremacy. The reverse occurs. But if both defect, which is the default outcome without binding trust, they both sprint into a high-stakes arms race, regardless of all the massive risks that entails. Given that reality, here's why the US must assume China will defect in real life. 1, there are no enforceable mechanisms to verify global compliance on AI development. 2, China has publicly declared its goal to lead the world in AI by 2030. The race is literally on. 3, in previous tech races, nuclear, space, quantum, cooperation has been rare. Containment and escalation have proven to be the norm. 4, the cost of being wrong, of pausing while your rival accelerates, is truly existential in a world where AI will determine strategic advantage.
So basically, you could be in a situation where y'all are trusting each other to do the right thing, and you think that China is not advancing on you, or vice versa. They think that we're not advancing on them, and behind the scenes they're doing it. It's like they're painting where both friends are facing one another, and one has a knife behind his back and the other has a bomb or a gun behind his back, but they shaking hands and smiling at each other. That's what that would be like.
Rational actors applying game theory would act exactly as the US and China are acting right now. Assume defection, build fast, and prioritize strategic advantage, even if that accelerates other risks. That's why in 2017, China launched its national AI strategy with a single bold objective: global leadership in AI by 2030. That's 4.5 years from now.